It's a glad welcome we bring to you this morning, filled with the new desires, hopes, and dreams we all share. I invite our beloved HOD, Mr. J. Ganesh Kumar, sir, Department of Mathematics, to deliver the welcome address.
Good morning to all. We want the education by which the character is formed, strength of mind is increased, the intellect is expanded, and by which one can stand on one's own feet. Words from Swami Vivekananda. First of all, I thank our management for allowing us to conduct this inaugural function of our department. I am extremely honored and privileged to welcome our respected principal, Dr. K. Kumaravel, who is the captain of our prestigious institute and known for his academic skills and achievements. I welcome you, sir.
Very good morning to all. Most respected management representative, chief guest for this program, Basil Wilford, assistant professor, Department of Mathematics, and my dear HODs and faculty members, and my dear students. Very good morning to all. I am very happy here to give a presidential address for this occasion. So mathematics is very, very important and played a vital role in real-time applications. Without mathematics, we can't prove and we can't solve the solution for the problem in real time. So in all domains, the mathematics is very, very important. So this session was very useful. So I congratulate the Department of Mathematics. So taken effect to conduct this webinar. Once again, I congratulate the Maths Department faculty members and guests for this program. So this program is very useful for you. Kindly pay attention and gain more knowledge. Thank you. I wish you all the best.
Good morning to Ananda. First of all, I wish the Mathematics Department HOD, Mr. Ganesh Kumar, and his team members and his students community. On behalf of the management, the principal, on behalf of the faculty members, on behalf of the students community, I welcome today's chief guest, Dr. C. Basil Welfare. Welcome you, sir. Today's topic is very interesting. Applications of mathematics in a real life. So day to day, we are going to apply a lot of application in our life. So here, I think most of the students are based on the computer science students and along with mathematics. Both the students should have the basic knowledge of mathematics. Without mathematics, we can't do anything in a real life. There is a very, very true also. So what I am saying here, today's session is topic is applications of mathematics in real time is a very, very important for you. Not only the student, all the faculty members also. The topic is applications of mathematics. So this application is nothing but day to day we are using and enjoying and applying some activities in our life. So some of the applications I want to mention here because it's a very, very important in future. Suppose you want to join in a company or doing personal work or you are in entrepreneur. Right now, you should know the basic knowledge of mathematics. So here I want to say some or few example of applications of mathematics like a banking sector. It's a very, very important role. It's a vital role in the banking sector. How to manage the accounts like a debit and creditor account and transaction made and the check passing details. We are maintaining that information in banking. We should know the statistical and mathematics information. Similarly, like that, what you call is a marketing. Is also very vital role playing in mathematics and in the computer science field, the basic knowledge. Logic, we are saying as a logic. So logic is nothing but it's a come from the mathematics format. So it's also one of the important applications of mathematics. Like cell phone, nowadays we are everyone using the cell phone, no? So we are doing some operation like that, no? How many calls we are attending, then how many calls is the missed calls. We are using some calculation method. That time we should apply the basic mathematics in cell phone also, like gardening, arts, and planning to dinner parties also. Right now, how many people are we inviting? How many people we are going to prepare the food and serving, so on. So these are the applications of mathematics also, and decorating home also, and nothing but mathematics in the crime nowadays. For example, you are going to get one blur image from your mail or in a mobile. No, you want to enhance this picture. Right now, that time we should use the error detection and the correction method we have to apply it. So this is if we can, that is useful for the crime area, crime part of in police people or somewhere else, some defense people having that what you call the image error detection and correction method they are applying. That is a real-time application of mathematics. And one more is the Fibonacci series. Nowadays, every students are using a Fibonacci series to count the number from 0, 1, 1, 1 like that. So this is some of applications in we are applying the real-time. Please, students, please to take more attention here. You clearly understand the logic of mathematics or application of mathematics and ask your doubt very clearly. Sir will be explain all these things. So please utilize this session, very useful for you. So I once again, I welcome all the faculty members, all the students community, and also I congratulate the mathematics department, the head of the department and the faculty members of mathematics. Welcome you, sir. And once again, thank you one and all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now I call upon Ms. S. Aishwarya ma'am, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, to introduce the chief guest.
Good morning, everyone, and a warm welcome to all of you for the inauguration of Mathematica Association. I feel extremely honored to introduce the chief guest, beloved Dr. C. Basil Wilfred, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Karunya University. It is such a privilege to have him with us as a chief guest. He is working towards connecting young minds to strive towards success and achievement. We are grateful to him for accepting our invitation and became a chief guest of today's event. He has 20 years of experience in academic positions. He has completed her MSc MPhil in Loyola College, Chennai. He completed her PhD in the Tiruvallur University, Vellore, and his specialization was stochastic process telecommunication mathematics. He was the Director General's Baton Awardee at the pre-commissioned training at the Officers Training Academy, Kamti. He has published 8 research papers in international and national journals, and also he attended 8 national and international conferences. Surely, he is a source of energy and inspiration for all researchers and students. It's a privilege to have you with us, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. The strongest people are not those who show their strength in front of us, but those who win battles we know nothing about. Now I call upon our beloved chief guest, Dr. C. Basil Wilfred, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, Karunya University, to start the session.
A very good morning to all the participants here. Kindly let me know whether I'm audible sufficiently and whether my presentation is clear there.
Sir, you are audible, but screen is not visible, sir.
I'm just doing it now. Has my screen got projected now?
Yes, sir. Now it's visible, sir.
Okay, my audio is clear?
Yes, sir. Clear, sir.
So, first of all, let me thank Dr. Ganesh Shivkumar, the head of the Department of Mathematics of SMS College, for inviting me and giving me an opportunity to speak to you. And thank you very much, sir. Then I must thank the principal who took the lead and gave a beautiful introduction and nice welcome. Thank you, sir. And above all, I must thank the vice principal who has almost covered the entire lecture of mine, which I was about to deliver. Sir has given a vast list of application of mathematics in the real life. So thank you very much, sir. And for the student who did a beautiful MC and the ma'am Aishwarya who introduced me. Lest I waste my time and put you in boring state, let me enter into the subject directly. Dear students, I wish that though it is an online virtual platform, it is little bit, what to say, conversational. You can speak to me and tell me, sir, yeah, you're audible, your words are clear, or listening, it's boring, sir, it's interesting, something you can speak to me. As of now, you're all audible? Am I audible clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Audible, sir.
Yes. So this is the topic given to me was application of mathematics, and the word real life was joined by the head. So it became application of mathematics in real life. So I am Basil. Here, let me just, the slide is not moving. It is not going to the next slide. What to do? It's scrolling, it's scrolling. So let me just start with what you know, what you really use in day-to-day life. Then I'll get into some of the intrinsic topics or concepts which may not be known to you, or you would have used them very less in your life. This is what we see. Once again, reiterating the words or the list that the vice principal Sir gave, is that the things that we use in our day-to-day life, especially the application of mathematics in the field of managing money, balancing a checkbook, shopping for the best price, preparing food. Even when you prepare food, salt has to be in a limit. And today, apart from taste, people have gone to the next level, calculating the calories they take in. Even when they take a beverage, maybe a juice or something, on the bottle, they see what is the calorie that goes in. So calculation has gone to that level. Apart from people started, enough taste is enough for me, but my health is primary, and therefore I have to take care of my health. They look for the calorie calculation and so on. Figure out the distance, time. Each time when you travel nowadays, when you take your Google map, and the moment you click the Google map, it gives you the distance, it gives the time it takes, it calculates the traffic intensity, and added to that, once you start moving on wheels or walk, the app picks your speed and it shows what speed you're traveling. And you can see that in your Google map on hand itself, you can see. So all those are mathematical applications that happens today. Understanding loan for car, EMI calculation. Earlier days, it was big EMI calculation for purchasing a land, home, and so on. Now, even when you buy a small mobile, there is an EMI option. So you make 9 EMIs, 6 EMIs, and so on. Therefore, mathematics applies everywhere. Understanding sports, that is another interesting part, because I don't remember, I don't think how many would have, of you would have bought a shuttle cock, no, a shuttle racket and a shuttlecock. When you buy, usually you buy 2 cocks, 3 cocks like that, or sometimes when you buy a box, a carton full of shuttlecock, on that you will see that some numbers put D300, D450. If you go for Yonex D350 is there, D300. What is this 300 and this? What is this 450? This is about the speed in which your cock hits the racket, turns back and goes back. So, and how it slides down on the other person's ground, other person's field, probably the area. So the speed, the catenary it takes, or to put it very simple, the parabola, right? It's a parabola. The curve, the cock releases from your racket and it goes and lands on the other field. It is a parabolic motion, or it's a catenary. So in what speed it's going to land? It's just a calculation. And if you take a football or whatever it is, the size of the ball, the weight of the ball, and even when you're giving a kick of a football, they say in what angle you kick, and the ball gets the highest uh, momentum, and the weight of the ball multiplied with the speed of the kick, it is increasing the weight of the ball and it shoots into the goal. Even I remember when I was playing on my younger days, my coach used to tell, when you go into the touch line of the football field and kick the ball, the goaler should go with the ball inside the goal post. That should be the weight of the ball. The power should be that much. And that is something interesting. Therefore, it's a calculation. And music playing, if you take a music, if you take a guitar or a keyboard, you can see between every note, the ஏழு ஸ்வரங்கள் சரிகம பதனிசா, and ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்வரத்துக்கும் நடுவுல இத்தனை pitch bend இருக்கணும்னு இருக்குது. You should know the range between. And earlier days, if you go into the hardcore Carnatic music, Each sound, sa, re, ga, ma, everything is connected with some, what to say, sound of animals. And this has a frequency. This frequency is just a mathematical calculation of just your Fourier series. That's it. You remember the Big Ben. All of you would have seen the Big Ben clock. And the Big Ben clock is under repair now. They have closed Big Ben and the clock is not chiming. Rather, the chime of that Big Ben is kept as E note. If you anybody know music, in music there is a note called E, sa, re, ga, ma. Okay, sa, re, ga, ka. That note's sound. It is to that pitch that the sound is played. Why that pitch? Because that pitch has the highest wavelength, not the frequency, highest wavelength. Therefore, you can hear to long distance. Long distance. Your vehicle honks, no horn, no, you fix pum 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 pum, you play. Even that, there is a tuning of honk. If you go to a very good mechanic, they know to tune honk, and it will not hear that loud near you, but it will go very long distance. So the frequency is less, but the wavelength is more. It's just a mathematical equation. It is just a Fourier series equation. Baking, home decorating, sewing, gardening, landscape. It was so interesting to hear from your vice principal. He gave this list, and I have them here. So money managing is very important. Cooking, as I told you, few things I explained. So I'm just pushing these slides to you. So architecture is another important field where this mathematics is very much applied. Maybe in my later slides, I have a better explanation for this architecture alone. I shall come back to this architecture a little later. So now I just would like to ask you one small question with all this story behind. Can anyone solve me this riddle and give me the answer? Are you able to see what is there on the screen? Can anyone give me the answer for this question? Anyone?
Sir, answer 100, sir.
Sir,
Answer is 100, huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Any other answers? But then, can anyone give me the answer? 100 is one answer. Any other answer? You may not. You should not ask me, sir, are you a mathematician? For a mathematics problem, there is a single answer only. Answer is one. Methods are many. Answers are same. It's a single answer, unique answer. But then I'm pushed to ask this question. Any other answer?
Sir, 50 sir answer.
50.
Yes, sir.
So 50 is one answer. 100 is another answer. Any other answer? I think I should not delay. Can you go a little faster?
Sir, 66.
66.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
66.
Answer is
66. I don't know whether 66 is the answer. Maybe you can look at this. So congratulations to the guy who told 66. You're not near me. I'm not able to give you any gift or anything. Anyhow, wish you all the best. That's the thing I can tell you. See, I take X as the number of birds that were flying, and the logic goes like this: X plus half of the group which was flying, that is X plus half, and one bird is 1, so equals 100. And now it has become a just simple algebraic problem. Here it was some life problem. Okay, something was a real time problem. Now this is no more real time. It has become just a mathematical equation. It has become an algebraic problem. Once you get this, and you students, in a fraction of a second, you can get the answer. It is 66. Okay, so that is the beauty of mathematics. Mathematics solves problem, but solves in a very, very simple way. People say in school days இருந்து ஒரு பேச்சு இருக்குது. மேத்ஸ்ன உடனே நம்ம ஸ்கூல்ல இருந்தே வாத்தியார் என்ன பண்ணிருக்காங்கன்னா மேத்ஸ்னா டஃப். You can see people talking. 10 பேர் நிக்குமா பேசுவான். என்ன அப்படின்னு சொன்னா மேத்ஸ் எனக்கு வராதுன்னு. Whoever says maths எனக்கு வராது, please call them and ask them, wonderful, maths வராட்டி பிரச்சனை இல்லை, வேற என்ன வரும்னு கேட்டு பாருங்களேன். கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் படிச்சுட்டு இருப்பாரு, அவர் சொல்றாரு எனக்கு மேத்ஸே வராதுன்னு. ஆஸ் இஃப் கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸுக்கு 100க்கு 101 மார்க் எடுக்கிற மாதிரி. I will ask my computer science students or any of my students or any of even the faculty whom I meet, sometimes they say அது ஒரு ஸ்டைலு, எனக்கு மேத்ஸ் வராது அப்படின்றது ஒரு ஸ்டைலு. அவன்கிட்ட கேட்பேன், ஓகே சார் மேத்ஸ் வராது, நீங்க பயாலஜி ஸ்டாஃப், பயாலஜியில 101 out of 100 எடுத்துட்டீங்களான்னு கேட்டா அங்கேயும் ஃபெயிலு தான். So when you look at the thing, maths, people make it complicated. Mathematics as such, mathematics itself is not complicated. Had it been complicated, it would have not been a queen of science. So all of you know that maths is the queen of science and it is not complicated. You see here, this much complication, when it became a mathematical problem, it has become very, very simple. In a fraction of a second, you have the answer. I have one more example of the same kind. Just see how much complicated this question is. Again, the same birds were flying and the opposite is asking, how many of you are there? I you 100, where are you going? And it says twice of us plus half of us plus half of us plus use 100. You see how complicated the life is. We are not 100. You can see what I'm highlighting. Read only that is highlighted. We are not 100. I think that also I can skip. Only this much is I'm highlighting. Twice of us plus half of us plus half of us plus use 100. Now the question is how many birds were flying? How complicated it is. But anybody has the answer for this? You see here, twice of us is x is the number of birds flying. Twice of us is 2x. Half of us is 1/2. Half of us is padi ki padi, that is quarter, kal, and 1. That's it. In 1 second, you get the answer as 36. So maths is one of the beautiful applied subjects, which not only applied, it is a simple subject. People think maths is difficult. Because you think it is difficult, it is not difficult. Okay, so this is what. Now I go to the next level to say where all problems are there. When you say maths, தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க கணக்கு போட்டுட்டியா தம்பின்னு. When it comes to English, the question is, have you solved problems? So maths is full of problems. That's why it is so fearful, it is so difficult, and so on. So a problem, if you see everywhere, there is problem. Not necessarily in mathematics, but physics, chemistry, biology, whichever language, whichever subject you speak, there is problems. Now, what is our work? What is the work of a mathematician? Mathematician work is to take a torch and walk. Take a torch and walk and see wherever there are problems. Wherever there is problem, catch hold of that problem. Identify the areas of problem. Look what is the intensity of the problem. What is the gravity of that problem? And find the best solution. Because, dear students, I'll let you know, your work, mathematician work, is to solve problems. Your work is not to create problems. You are only to solve problems. Therefore, possible ways. As I told you in the previous example, the solution is one, but the methods are plenty. Now, our work, our mathematicians' work is to give the simplest solution or the best solution. So that gives you, now once that has become our yoke, so if that has become our job, and we will be the only people most sorted off in the entire world. Whichever subject is there, mathematicians can go, put their head inside, get problems done, and you can win the world. And the end of the day, after your now you're come into SMS college to pursue your future. You've come into to design to shape your future. What is your future? End of the day, you must get placed. End of the day, end of your 3 years of study, you get placed and you say, I am a student from SMS college. And today I'm placed, and end after placing at the first month, then you must get your salary. So money matters a lot. Money is where we look into. And the more and more you're able to give solution to problems, you become richer and richer. And the solution is given only by mathematician, and mathematics makes you richer. So that is the beauty of this. So now, what are the problems? Let me go and give you some kuti examples where you can find something interesting. See, some special numbers. Have you all heard of these numbers? What is called a pi? Pi is a number. You say pi is irrational number. I don't know who gave that word irrational. Yes, by the nature of number theory, the definition of numbers, it is irrational. But the word is very jarring. It speaks bad about the number. If you say some human being, you're irrational, you say you're a sensible fellow, you're a senseless fellow, you're a fool, you say. We should not use those words. There are unparliamentary words. But then the word irrational, we very nicely use it. But certain numbers, one of the numbers is pi. Pi, you call it as irrational number. But have you all ever experienced the application of pi? Now, wherever circle comes, pi comes in. Now, where all circle comes, where all circle come everywhere. If you have a car, there is no square tires. There are no square, rectangle, triangle, or hexagon, pentagon wheels are not found, or you don't have roads for them. You have only circular tires. Okay. Without these circular tires, there is no mobility at all. Okay. So the earth is in a circular shape. That means spherical. It's a 3-dimension. Let us come to 2-dimension. 2-dimension, take it granted for 3-dimension, extend it for 3-dimension. And anything that you have is circular in motion. You have a fridge at home. Your fridge is in rectangular shape. The fridge is in rectangular shape, but the inside, the motor which is running, the wheels inside the motor are in circular shape. Okay. For that matter, let me not waste time, and I have a lot of slides to speak to you. Everywhere circular items are there. And wherever circle is there, your 22/7 or your pi comes in. And without your pi, you don't have solution for that. You see how we thought this pi is an irrational number, but we didn't look on the application of this pi. I tell you, you can be any intelligent fellow. Without this pi, find the area of a circle, find the circumference of a circle. It's very difficult. And next problem is E. I'll come to this golden ratio probably later. E, energy equation, the governing equation. E is equal to, the E is such a beautiful number, very much applied number. Tau, you call the golden ratio. Anybody remember or know what is called the golden ratio? Anybody can interact with me and tell, sir, I know about this golden ratio. Yes, I know about this perfect number and where it is applied and so on. You can see here what is a perfect number. Let me explain what is this perfect number. To this golden ratio, I'll come a little later. Perfect number is a positive integer that is equal to the sum of its proper divisors. The smallest perfect number is 6. You take 6. What are the divisors of 6? 1 is a perfect divisor of 6. 2 is a perfect divisor of 6. 3 is a perfect divisor of 6. Proper divisor of 6. Now 1 square plus 2 square equal to the sum of its proper divisors. 1 plus 2 plus 3. 1 plus 2 plus 3 is 6. So now what is the application of this 6? You can see why this name perfect is given to this numbers. You can now, if you go back to the history, Christians may be knowing this world was created as per Bible. This world was created in 6 days. God created the earth or the entire universe in 6 days and took rest on the 7th day. 6 days. And the beginning, if the creation is the beginning, so it began with 6. So when you are finishing, you are buried in a 6 feet maybe grave. So from the beginning till end, the 6 is there. For the rest of the 6, where it is applied, it is left to you as a homework to search for. So that's why it's called the entire creation from the beginning till the end. Your life from the beginning till end is perfectly made. That's why it's a perfect number. Next is 28. 28 is a perfect number. You find all the devices of 28, add them, you will get 28. You know the life cycle, the Earth's, the movement of the moon is 28 days in, and entire calendar, your days, your structure is fixed on this moon calendar. You know, moon's, what is that? The வளர்பிறை தேய்பிறைன்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, that comes in 20 days, 28 days. Human cycle are there in 28 days. It speaks about the health of a man. It helps both men and women. This 28 has a relation. You college children can understand what I'm meaning. And so these perfect numbers, 496 is another perfect number. 8, 1 to 8 is a perfect number. You can see the relationship. Just a number, but they are that much applied in life. God has made these numbers connected to our body, and this is where they are applied. You know, today Vastu is a big business these days. Earlier days, this Vastu had a different meaning. Manayadi Sastramnu கேள்விப்பட்டிருப்பீங்க. மனையடி சாஸ்திரம்னு கூகுள்ல சர்ச் பண்ணுன்னா 6 அடி 7 அடி 8 அடி 9 அடி ஒவ்வொரு அடிக்கும் ஒரு அர்த்தம் உண்டு. You can see that how your home or your buildings or your things are structured. And now here comes your golden ratio. Golden ratio is 1:1.618. That is the golden ratio. Any structure, any thing which is fixed in this ratio is a perfect fix. I'll give you an example. I'll give you a lot of example in my course of thing. Now, just look this. This is a Vastu map. How this goes. This Vastu map has got a big connection with this golden ratio. 1:1.68. A line is partitioned into two pieces, so that the entire length is divided, one as one part, another is 1.68 part. If you do that, then it becomes a perfect partition, and that gives you all things. I'll show you what are the things. This is an example of a Vastu diagram. You can see earlier days where your home has to come, where your bathroom has to come, where your bedroom has to come, all that. What is this to do with mathematics, sir? What is the application? Application is this golden ratio. This golden ratio is a mathematical invention. And it comes here. Now you can see here, this is what your golden ratio speaks. Your body, take it for that, your head, your face. Each one has eye of different size. But then eye has to be in some place. You can see here, this is your golden ratio. So even this human face is fixed in terms of golden ratio. The distance between two eyes, the height of your nose, this thing. Some adjustment, little up and down it can be. You can see the famous portrait of this Mona Lisa. Okay, this is it's one of the world's best photographs or the art. And that the frame size, you know, you buy a TV at home, 43 inches, 55 inches, 63 inches, and so on. This size of your TV is nothing but the diagonal of that rectangle. But what is the height and what is the width? Your golden ratio works there. Otherwise, you don't see a picture properly. The creation of this rose, you see logo designing. You may think, sir, I have come for my BSc Mathematics or BSc Computer Science. What are you speaking on logo, sir? See, tomorrow when you go into a company, you're working into a job. See, all you students who qualify here may not just going as teachers. Usually, BSc is called in every company. Every company looks for BSc people. You go there, maybe your manager called, tomorrow we are planning to launch a new model. Can you give me a small logo? Look at the logos here. Each logo falls into that golden ratio. In the beginning, I was telling about the applications here and there. When I went for this architecture, I told I'll come back. Now I'm coming back to this architecture, application of architecture. So here, look at this logo, this Apple's logo, that comes under the golden ratio. Twitter logo, and you see National Geographic, that rectangle, just National Geographic on its logo has just one rectangle. That's it. Chevron or plenty. Look at here. This is the your brain structure. Your brain structure comes under this golden ratio, the size of your brain. That your arm, the length between your palm and your forearm, between the forearm and your shoulder, the fingers, everything is comes under this golden ratio. Such a beautiful mathematical concept. Your vice principal was telling about Fibonacci series. I put that at the bottom. You can see that the Fibonacci series, an extension of this. So that is the beauty of application of mathematics. We take things light. Pi 22/7 irrational number. அவ்வளவுதான். அதை பத்தி நம்ம யோசிக்கவே இல்லை. கோல்டன் ரேஷியோ பத்தி யோசிக்கல. E is equal to E உடைய வேல்யூ நம்ம கண்டுபிடிக்கவே இல்லை. சும்மா அப்படியே போட்டுட்டு போயிட்டோம். You can see that how these numbers are such a beautiful ones. The construction of bridges எல்லாம் இன்னைக்கெல்லாம் நம்ம கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்ட் பண்றது கரெக்டா பண்ணலன்னா பிரிட்ஜ் விழுந்துரும். I remember in the Nilagiri area they were blasting a bridge which was 100 years old. 100-year-old bridge. Even with the dynamite blasting, they were not able to break that bridge. That is the strength. And that strength is not just on the amount of what is that, cement, or earlier days they used this egg and karpettiன்னு சொல்லுவாங்க, அதெல்லாம் போட்டு பண்ண bridge கிடையாது. Apart from this, the dimension of the bridge matters this much, and we have it here. So the application of mathematics is phenomenal, dear students. You must take it, you have to sit, search, and do it. Only then you can see. Now coming into this core mathematics. However we speak about golden ratio, however we speak about mathematics, the next slide I have a set of words. Before that I skipped that what is that called, architecture. You remember your home. நம்ம வீடெல்லாம் hall, நார்மலா ஒரு வீடோட hall எடுத்தா 16/10 ன்னு சொல்லுவோம், அல்லது 16/20 size of a hall, size of a bedroom, இதுக்கெல்லாம் சொல்றோம். It matters. நார்த் பார்க்கணும், ஈஸ்ட் பார்க்கணும், இது எல்லாமே நம்மளுடைய இந்த ரேஷியோல இருந்து வர டெரிவேட்டிவ்ஸ் தான், இந்த ரேஷியோட அவுட்புட் தான். So you have to see where you keep your speakers in your home, where do you keep your fan. நம்ம சில இன்ஜினியர் கட்டின வீட்டுல ஃபேன் சுத்தும், காத்தே வராது. அதான் அவன் படிச்ச இன்ஜினியரிங்கோட அழகு. So they must know all these things. So please, when you are learning, apply your mathematics. Put your mathematics into that and arrange your home. When you are arranging your home, where to keep the bedroom, or assume that your hall, where to keep the sofa, where to keep the teapot, where to keep the TV, where to keep the fan, where to keep the windows, all that. Mathematically you work and you will see wonders happening. That is the beauty of mathematics. Yet, before I conclude, I must go into some of the topics. These words, without these words, mathematics is boring. Okay, so algebra, what are things? The ratio proportion, your golden ratio. Number ratio proportion na rendu vaatiyarku or student ku rendu vaatiyar na number teach பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். But you can see here lot of things. The application, just this slide is there to project. You can read, because I want to go back to other slides also. So arithmetic, algebra, your calculus, your statistics, all this applied. Please use them sensibly and do it. Simple. One example for your statistics, if I take, assume that after finishing your BSc, you're going to have a slipper making company, or a shoe company. நீ ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன்னா நேரா போனோன்னா size 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 ன்னு 100 shoes produce பண்ணி வச்சிட்டீங்கன்னா you will go to loss. So what is that? You go for a market survey. You go to and see what is the mean, what is the median, what is the mode. Moon is statistical terms, but you see the most frequent size, shoe size enna அப்படின்னு பார்த்துட்டு that size has to be produced more comparing to the less. இப்போ size 11ல 100 shoesனா 100 shoe விற்க வச்சு size 11 நாட்டுல கம்மியா தான் இருக்கும். 7 6 7 8 தான் அதிகமா யூஸ் பண்ணும். ஸோ உன்னுடைய மீன் மோட், மீடியன் மோட் எல்லாம் அங்க ரொம்ப அப்ளை ஆகும். நம்ம அதெல்லாம் ரொம்ப லைட்டா எடுத்துக்கிறோம். மீன்னா நம்மளுக்கு தெரிஞ்சது என்னன்னா எல்லா நம்பரையும் ஆட் பண்ணி நம்பர் ஆஃப் ஐட்டம்ஸ் அதில் டிவைட் பண்ணிட்டா முடிஞ்சிச்சு மீன். Don't see mean like that. Don't look mean, median mode as problems. Look them as your day-to-day life application. Let me go into little more stronger concepts. These are light concepts. Here comes some stronger concepts where you go into this mathematical physics, fluid dynamics. Fluid dynamics ஒழுங்கா படிக்காத ஒரு ஆள் ஒரு பிரிட்ஜ் கட்டினானா, ஒரு டேம் கட்டினானா 2 நாள்ல டேம் அவுட். You should know all the different aspects of the fluid movement. இன்னைக்கு நம்மளுடைய வண்டிங்க, every vehicle have become hydraulic. Our cars brakes have become hydraulic. Power steering சொல்றோம், எங்கெங்க இந்த word power யூஸ் பண்றோமோ அதெல்லாமே hydraulic. What is that? Oil running in that. It's a fluid working. It's just a fluid dynamics. நம்ம ஜேசிபி அவ்வளவு பவர்ஃபுல்லா தூக்குதுன்னா அதுக்குள்ள ரன் பண்றது வெறும் fluid dynamics, and இதோட application is just mathematics, ordinary mathematics. Numerical analysis, number theory, numerical analysis and number theory. நம்ம இன்னைக்கு டோட்டல் செக்யூரிட்டி சிஸ்டம், கிரிப்டாலஜி அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டாலே செக்யூரிட்டி சிஸ்டம், பாஸ்வேர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாமே, இது எல்லாமே ஆர்டினரி நம்பர் தியரி. If you are not strong in number theory about the nature of the numbers, modulo division and so on, you cannot handle them at all. Enna aachuna, now the world has become in a way that packages were ஆரம்பிச்சிச்சு. I don't know whether most of you are coming from 12th standard. So நீங்க இந்த Python programming படிச்சிருப்பீங்க. Python programming, though the name is called as a programming language, much it is not a programming language. It is full of application. இப்ப நம்ம மொபைல்ல இருக்குமே ஆப், ஒரு விளையாட்டு விளையாடணும் ஒரு ஆப், கேப்பஸ் வேணும்னா ஒரு ஆப், வாட் இஸ் தட், ஒரு கேம் விளையாடணும்னா ஒரு ஆப், கால்குலேட்டர் வேணும்னா ஒரு ஆப், மிரர் வேணும்னா ஒரு ஆப், எல்லாத்துக்கும் ஒரு ஆப் டவுன்லோட் பண்றோம். அதே மாதிரி என்ன ஆகி போச்சு, பைத்தானுக்குள்ள நிறைய ஆப் இங்க உள்ள வந்துருச்சு. யூ கேன் புட் தம் பேக்கேஜஸ். ஹலோ ஹலோ
சார்,
am I disconnected?
No, sir.
No. So இந்த மாதிரி பேக்கேஜஸ் வந்துருச்சுனால நம்ம அதோட சீரியஸ்னஸ் நமக்கு தெரிய மாட்டேங்குது. பட் இன்ஃபேக்ட் இப்போ கிரிப்டாலஜில நீ போய் பாஸ்வேர்டு அடிச்சு உள்ள போல, பாஸ்வேர்டு வேலை செய்யல, உனக்கு டெபிட் கார்டை கொண்டு போய் ஏடிஎம்ல குத்தி காசு வரலன்னா அப்பதான் உனக்கு தெரியும் அந்த மேட்சோட அப்ளிகேஷன். ஒரு நம்பர் எங்கேயாவது மாறி இருக்கும், ஒரு ஃபார்முலால ஒரு சேஞ்ச் வந்திருக்கும், ஒரு அப்ளிகேஷன் அவன் பேக் எண்ட்ல போய் ஒர்க் பண்றான் பாத்தீங்களா. People who work on the back end knows only number theory. So now you children, if you are strong in this number theory, not just modular division போட்டு reminder மட்டும் ஆன்சர் எழுதிட்டு போறது is not your work. Your work is to know why this remainder alone is asked. யூசுவலா 2 நம்பரை டிவைட் பண்ணா நான் எனக்கு கோஷன்ட் தானே வேணும், எனக்கு இதுக்கு ரிமைண்டர் வேணும். பட் ரிமைண்டரை மட்டும் தூக்கி நான் என்ன செய்ய முடியும் பார்த்தா your cryptology. யார் இன்னைக்கு நம்ம வேர்ல்ட்ல இருக்கிற கீழே லாஸ்ட் சென்டென்ஸ்ல இருக்கிறது தான் மெயின். These are the core application and high level application of mathematics. So please learn them, use them. So I come to understand there are computer science students here. So this slide is dedicated to you. Few applications of your computer science, your binary mathematics. It's an ocean, binary mathematics. Your basic algebra. So students, when they teach you algebra, don't take it as just addition of numbers and so on, group theory, what is the distributive law, நீங்க விளையாட்டா பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கீங்க. But if you don't know the logic behind these maybe your concepts, definitely உன்னால ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுத முடியாது. ஏன்னா நம்ம ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ்க்கு இப்போ அசோசியேட்டிவ் லாக்கும் டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட்டிவ் லாவுக்கும் நிறைய பேருக்கு வித்தியாசம் தெரியாது. 3 நம்பரை கொடுத்தா அசோசியேட்டிவ் டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட்டிவ் லா போடும், எதுக்குள்ள எத்தனை ஆப்ரேட்டர் இருக்கு, எதுல என்ன ஆப்ரேட்டர்னு தெரியாது. அந்த ஆப்ரேட்டர்ஸ் உனக்கு டிஸ்ட்ரிபியூட்டிவ் லாவில் எத்தனை ஆப்ரேட்டர் இருக்கு, அசோசியேட்டிவ் லாவில் எத்தனை ஆப்ரேட்டர் இருக்கு, ஏன் இதை இப்படி எழுதுறோம் அப்படின்னு நீ என்னைக்கு பேசுறியோ அன்னைக்குதான் உன்னால கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ்ல ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராம் எழுத முடியும். பட் கரண்ட் சிச்சுவேஷன் என்னன்னா ப்ரோக்ராம்ஸ் எல்லாம் பேக்கேஜா விற்கிது, டவுன்லோட் பண்ண வேண்டியது ப்ரோக்ராம்குள்ள ஏத்துனா அது ஓடி போயிடும். பட் தென் ப்ரோக்ராமிங் லெவல்ல போய் நீங்க படிக்கணும் அப்படின்னா யூ மஸ்ட் நோ திஸ் ஸ்டாட்டிஸ்டிக்ஸ், கால்குலஸ் அண்ட் டிஸ்கிரீட் மேத்தமேட்டிக்ஸ். இது வந்து கம்ப்யூட்டர் சயின்ஸ் பிள்ளைங்களுக்கு ரொம்ப ரொம்ப இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். ஸோ ப்ளீஸ் லேர்ன் தெம் வெரி நைஸ்லி. And இதெல்லாம் explain பண்ண slides, I'm skipping those slides. Then graph theory is another important areas where this graph theory போகாத இடமே கிடையாது. But one of the most applied area வந்து computer science. Computer science children, please take graph theory very seriously. Graph is not just some dots and lines connected and their respective properties, but no, it's a phenomenal applied subject. I'll show you some examples, then you may be able to understand the application of graph theory better. You see here, I have just for computer science children, I have put some algorithms which you use, which are core mathematical algorithms. Your shortest path algorithm, finding the planarity. You may ask, what is there to find planarity, sir? My next slide will tell why do you want planarity. Okay, algorithms to find connectedness, algorithm for searching an element, DFS, BFS, etc. Some computer languages which are applied very much with the help of mathematics. Maths illama இந்த இதுங்கலாம் apply பண்ண முடியாது. So please have a look on my slide. Now I'll show you a set of this example. I want to skip. It's a beautiful example. Lack of time, I am skipping this example. I'll just show you because for the computer science children கொஞ்சம் ஒரு 2-3 இத காட்டணும், படங்கள் காட்ட வேண்டியிருக்கு. So I'll come back to this in few seconds. See, graph theory, you see just dots and lines. Now this dots and lines are translated into real life like this. You see, it's a butterfly network. எங்க யூஸ் பண்றான்னு பார்த்தா IBM-ல யூஸ் பண்றோம். You just see, in the side I've given you butterfly have been used in parallel computing systems such as IBM. IBM is such a big company, you know, and they are using this network. In the network, IBM is a network, but நம்மளுக்கு இது ordinary graph. It's an ordinary graph. அதுல எடுத்துட்டு நம்ம அதுல என்னென்ன நம்மளால பண்ண முடியுமோ பண்ணலாம். You find the connectedness, you find the degree, you find the length, you find the weight of the graph, whatever you want, shortest path you find connectedness, planarity, whatever you want, you can calculate and play. But இதோட application IBM யூஸ் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கோம். நம்ம பாக்குறோம் என்னடா வாத்தியார் வந்து போர்ட்ல வெறும் டாட்டும் கோடும் வரைஞ்சிட்டு இருக்காரு. But you see, I'll give you one more example. Hypercubes. Caltech, you would have heard of a company called Caltech. Machine based on hypercubes such as cosmic cubes from Caltech. I want to know the diagram with it. You can see hypercubes. For them, it is hypercube and networking. For us, it is just an ordinary graph. Another, you must know this. I'll give you one more 3-dimension, one more Peterson's graph. Let me go. Honeycomb network. This is a network. நம்மளுக்கு இது ஒரு graph, ஒரு pentagon, hexagon, different hexagons joined this. But where it is applying, look here, honeycomb network is an interconnection network used in wireless networks, especially in planting the cell towers. Cell towers எங்க plant பண்றதுக்கு இதான் சொல்லு. ஒவ்வொரு vertexும் ஒரு cell tower and their edges connecting them are wireless connections. So you see the mathematics, how it is put on real life. Look at this. I'll come back. I'll show you here. Kutoski. Now look here. Kutoski's graph nu padichirpeenga. Planarity paakra graph. Okay. Now look at this. This is a computer chip front view. Or computer chip oda front view. If you are able to see my slide, I'm highlighting some place. என்ன ஒரு ஸ்லைட்ல ஒரு இடத்துல ஹைலைட் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். அந்த இடத்த பாருங்க. I'll show you the next slide. இந்த சிப்போடைய பேக் எண்ட் இது நம்ம கம்ப்யூட்டரை பிரிச்சு பார்த்தா இல்ல ஒரு செல்போனை பிரிச்சு பார்த்தா அதுக்குள்ள இப்படிதான் இருக்கும். You see this place, the place where I'm highlighting. இந்த இடம் இது வந்து என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா it has become a graph like this. அவ்வளவுதான். It's a very very simple graph. இதுக்கு ஒரு ப்ரோக்ராம் கிரியேட் பண்ணி உள்ள போட்டுட்டா அது தான் ரன் பண்ணிக்கும். Few number of vertices and few number of edges. So this is your application. You can see graph theory in என்னடா பண்றோம்னு. You see how much it is used. Your chip is just a computer, just a graph theory. Okay, so a little bit to come back, which I skipped earlier. I'm coming back very fast. This is another important principle that is used in management. Managementல யூஸ் பண்றாங்க, நம்ம கொஞ்சம் கூட யூஸ் பண்ணலாம். The 80-20 rule, Pareto principle. இந்த வேர்டை மட்டும் நோட் பண்ணி வச்சுக்கோங்க, Pareto principle, and you can read on that. வாழ்க்கையில நமக்கு நடக்கிறது எல்லாமே 20% காசோடைய எஃபெக்ட் தான். 80% நமக்கு நடக்கிற எஃபெக்ட் பெற 20%. ஒரு கடை எடுத்துக்கிறோம்னா அந்த கடையில மொத்தமா நடக்கிற வியாபாரம் வந்து 20% பீப்புள் கொடுக்குற வியாபாரம் தான் பாக்கி 80% வியாபாரம். So like that, this is one of the beautiful ratios that mathematics is applied into management studies. இதை வச்சுதான் பெரிய பெரிய கம்பெனிஸ் எல்லாம் டிசைட் பண்றது. கீழே ஒரு you can see my example 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 எல்லாம் richest 20 in India. The richest 20 people in India decide the entire economy of the India. Okay, so idan Pareto principle. It is just a mathematical equation, mathematical concept. So like that, you have plenty of applications in this, in the field of broadcasting. Broadcasting இன்னைக்கு நம்ம பார்க்கிறோம் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா நம்ம செல்போன் எல்லாமே ஒர்க் பண்றது ஒரே ஒரு mathematical principle called as the Markov process. Probability இருக்க Markov process. Markov process உடைய movement தான். That's called the memoryless property of Markov process is just Markov process or extension. You go for a queuing theory. உன்னுடைய queuing theory-யும் Markov process-னா entire telecommunication network-ல வேலை செய்யறது. So please take all these terms, read them more and more. Just don't take your mathematics as sum of numbers, sum of equations, and sum of what are these equations, where do they come, where do I apply them in my real life. If you are able to see that and then you apply these into the problems of real life, you will be the most sorted and wanted of people on earth. I think I have plenty of slides. Ma'am, I would like to close here because next section நிறைய concepts பேசணும். So with that, I think before I close my talk, please, any word that you speak, ஒரு வார்த்தை பேசினாலும் இதுல மேத்ஸ் எங்க இருக்கு, இதை நான் எங்க லைஃப்க்கு அப்ளை பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லி அப்ளை பண்ணி, once you start searching problems and giving solution for problems using your mathematics, I think you will be the richest person on earth, and the SMS children will be maybe after 4 or 5 years maybe shining everywhere and knowing. So wish you all a good application of mathematics and a bright future ahead. Thank you for the opportunity. Thank you very much.